Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Isaac Garindo to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Now Penix off the play action. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
43-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Penix now on first down. Another one here to London. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They're going to run it here. It's Bgdean Robinson. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Penix here from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Polk with a point after. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready. 10 cycles. Yellow. 22. Hut.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready. 45. White. Check, Hut.
Now it's Young. Gets it to him on the screen. Across the 45 and still going. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating the ball down the field.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Young to throw it. It's made by Chuba Hubbard. And this one doesn't go far. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On third down, it's Young. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Ready, set.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go. 10 black. Ready?
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Return coming from the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up second and 8.
To the air with Penix. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Play action. Here's Penix. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Ready?
Here's Young on first and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
On the double.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Red. Come on, set. 60 red, black ultra. Set.
Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Okay,
second and 10. Need something positive here.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Young. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Check, hut.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Red, yellow, 6, mega. Hut, hut.
Young working from the gun. Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Here we go. 45, white. Hut.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. Along the sideline, and Pitts brings it in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, Penix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set, hut. Black 40. Ready.
Brooks bouncing out ahead from the pistol. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Set, ready, ready, ready.
Counterplay, Hubbard. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
Simply nowhere to go on that counterplay, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
Down.
third. Into the hands of Bgdean. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
60 red.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him.
Come on, set. Drill, 52 blue. Set, cut.
They'll throw, third and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal.
Let's go. 10 black, set.
Running right side by McMillan. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
So it looks like it'll be second and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. It's the Panthers in front here at Bank of America. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal.
Ready, ready. Watch out, the 45. One. Set.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock. Well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big game downfield. He has this to the opposing 35. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. First and 10, around to Robinson. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Firing quickly is Penix. Complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's going to make it in for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Bgdean Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. As this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Young throwing here. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
At the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. Set. Yellow. 22. Set. Go.
Go and play action. Young rolling out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Set. Hut.
Looking to throw. Young. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Zoom black. Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Young. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And they could really use a good one here. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
19 Tigers.
Penix here from the gun. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Looking for Bgdean Robinson that time out of the backfield. And it sets up second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
After the incompletion, second and 10 once again from the 20. Penix working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down.
60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Fourth down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. He gets it away, but nothing on that one. Oh, this is awful. Headed towards the sideline. And that kick gets out of bounds almost immediately. A major miss hit, and that barely got out of the red zone. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Come on, set. Black 40. Ready?
From the pistol, it's Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Ready, set.
Second and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Has him on the quick hitter. He has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
Take that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Down. Watch out now. 32. Yellow. Set. Hutton.
Here's Hubbard on the give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
60 red. 60 red.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to have this one down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
10 play. Hut.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
Makes it third down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Young to throw here on third. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brought down. It is on the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Here's Penix to throw. Complete. It's Bgdean Robinson. And they're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Throwing Penix. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Penix now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. To the air with Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go now. Hey, check smash. Let's go.
They're going play fake with Penix. Vacates quickly left side. He tucks it and takes off. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running down. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Here's Penix. The left side is caught by Pitts. Ooh, he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier. So he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
19.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready? Hawk 7.
Play fake. Penix. This one's to Schultz, out right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So first down from the 41. Robinson on the inside give. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Penix off the play action. That's taken in by Bell. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On the shotgun, Penix. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
60 Wrap roll 80. 19 Cardinal.
Shotgun snap, they give to Robinson. He got close, but not to the marker. They gave up 9. 4th down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Cracking for it, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back.
Ready.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Down. Fight. 97. Win 32. Set.
Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. Through the 35. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
To the air on first down. Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Oh, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
On 2nd and 10, Young. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Now he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All set now. 1st and 10.
Come on, set, striker, 333, yellow. Hut.
Rolling back, gets the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
7. Ready.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
22 needle. Black 40.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers up by 4.
Ready, set.
2nd down now. They need 7.
Set. Watch yellow, 22. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Ready.
Setting up to pass. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers now lead by 10. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And now it's 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
And the Falcons first down.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Finds a man right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
It's Penix yet again. We look underneath him, Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
First down. A gain of 11 on the
And again, it's Penix.
And the Falcons first down.
Put the body on the line for his team. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
70 range. 70 range.
Again, Penix to the air. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Penix now on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing back. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
35 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. "35 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10. Penix is going to throw again. He's caught 9-yard line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. In the red zone now. Pass it down close. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. And he's got a free play here. And he's got it in close. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. So even though it's not officially over, this is probably just to get the final score a couple points closer.
79 Bronco.
Here he is to throw. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. There it is. They get the 2 that they needed. And now it comes down to, the simple task, Brock, of recovering an onside kick and then gearing your kicker up for a heck of a field goal.
Yeah, but you don't live in that world, Kate, when you're down on that field. You live in the moment right now. You took care of business. You did what you had to do to make this a 3-point game. And now it's about executing that onside kick. But you're right, the kicker, he's thinking about his onside kick first and hoping to get this ball so he can boot what would be an incredibly long field goal.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock.
Ready?
Here's a design run. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.